Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome to Let's Play Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. Let's go ahead and start things up right here. This is a practice file here in Kirby 1. I've almost beaten the game, as you can see, just one more mode left to do. But, let's go ahead and actually start the main game here. So, we're gonna go ahead and do Gourmet Race in this one, and we'll probably also check out these two modes here. These little mini games, because we're gonna have some extra time after this. This is a really short mode. The Gourmet Race, basically, here's the description: race through the gourmet world to the finish, gobbling up all the tasty treats you can find. And basically, you gotta race King DDD and beat him to win. And getting as many little pieces of food as you can will build up your points. So let's go ahead and do Grand Prix, because that's the actual main mode. And this episode, it's more going to be explaining on how things are going to work for this LP than anything else. How this LP is going to work, it's going to be a very unique kind of experience for me. And it's going to be probably one of the things I never really see people do when they make an LP of Kirby Superstar. I'm going to make this a group project. That's right, a group project. So I'm going to have different people join me for each new mode of the game. This first one I'm just doing by myself because it's more of a thing to explain, and plus this doesn't have a two-player mode to it. This game is two-player for the most part. It's just there's only the three modes we're going to be looking at this episode that are not really for two players. So it's a good idea for me just to do this one by myself and actually explain things, so that will work. And this LP itself, it's going to be very fun to do because the people who I have in mind for this, it's going to be so much fun to be able to record with them and play the game. And also, well, like I said before, I never really see people do a big old collab like thing for this game and actually do it with more than just one person. I'm going to be swapping off into each different mode. Like, one person's going to join me like for Spring Breeze, then another person's going to join me for the cave offensive and stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty fun to do, and I'm going to really enjoy it. And also, another thing to it is, it's going to be something completely different from what I've ever done before, because I've never tried this kind of thing before. Yes, I have done collab projects, but it's always been with one person, or like having guests with me with it. I had never like tried to actually make this whole entire thing into something like this, you know, where more than one person would join me for each different thing. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that turns out. And I had this idea in my head for quite a long time now, for a few months, and now I'm actually finally getting it to put into action. So that's going to be really, really fun. And I'm going to really enjoy this one. Okay, so I haven't really been talking too much about this race. It's very self-explanatory, that's mostly why, and it's a good idea I've been explaining things with this because, yeah, what the heck can I say about the race here? I'm collecting food, and I'm beating King DDD to the end each and every single time. There's not much else I can say. In fact, that was easy. He's not even near the end this time. He's always having that shock look on his face. So, 3 wins with 131 pieces of food eaten. Yeah, that's... yeah. I'm sorry, DD, but you fail. Now, you see how short that was? This mode is really, really short. So, I just want to go ahead and get that out of the way. So, hit the B button to get back. And now that mode's all done. You can do the single races by yourself, but it doesn't really count towards the 100% really. You just have to beat the Grand Prix mode there, and that's getting 100% in that. So we're going to take a look at these little mini games over here. Megaton Punch. You can do these with 2 players as well, but I'm not really wanting to. For this one, I'm going to play this at the hardest difficulty, level 3, because it's not all too hard. So what you need to do, you need to press the button at the right time for these meters. And doing so at the highest point of a meter, at the center of one of those dots or whatnot, or the crosshairs, you get the maximum amount of damage, and doing so will build up your point meter. Basically, you want to have the biggest crack in this world you can get. So, that's max. That was almost max. That was almost max. And there you go, see? That's how you do things. That was 1 point off, really? Wow, I looked actually weaker than that. Look weaker than my last one. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and do this again. This part is the hardest, so I gotta make sure I get like near perfect timing in general. This is not a hard minigame by any means. It's pretty easy. So, I screwed it up. Didn't get perfect on any of those. So neck and neck, who got the most points? By 2, really? You know what? No, we're doing this again because of that. I'm not taking that. No. No. Not being defeated by the likes of you. I love the music they're playing here too, though. It's really good. But this minigame here is pretty easy, but the next one's kind of hard. And I don't really usually play the other minigame as much because I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at it. Alright, let's see here. I was way off. Oh, okay, I got a bigger crack. That sounded wrong, but I win. Alright, I'm gonna let this guy like do all 3 of his before he even touch mine. Ah, crap. I gotta be really good with this. Okay, that should be good. Yes, that's a huge crack down the middle of the planet. 191, yeah, I win. So there you go. These minigames don't really count towards 100% because, like I said, they're just minigames. So there you go, that's the Megaton Punch. Next one is Samurai Kirby. What Samurai Kirby is, basically, it's a quick reaction game. So I'm only going to do this on Novice, so it's a medium difficulty. You have to press a button the exact moment you see that exclamation point come up on screen, so you have to have really good timing. Like that. Once you see that icon come up, you must hit the button as fast as you can. The numbers down there will tell you how many milliseconds have gone by since that popped up. So this is all about quick reaction timing. As you see, they're giving me pretty good lenience in the beginning. Let me like miss it, but now it's gonna get a lot harder. See? My best so far was 19. So I didn't know if I would be able to do it on Novice, so I'm just going to do this on Beginner, because I just want to beat the minigame itself on a difficulty just to show it off. I'm terrible with the quick reaction time minigames. I'm just terrible with them in general. Your tire must be flattened by my hammer. Oh, now I would have beaten that chef. Oh well. I'm gonna beat the chef this time. If you press the button prematurely, yeah, you can't lose. So don't do it. Pie in the face. Ultimate weapon. King DDD. I'm gonna... Can't even think of a good pun for this one. Ow! He pancaked me. Try it one more time. I'm gonna beat this. I'm going to beat this. Commentary might die at some points on this, but that's because I'm just kind of focusing on when that little icon pops up. Once it pops up, I must hit the button as soon as I see it, so... Come on. Yeah, see, because I gotta get a little faster than that, which is kind of ridiculous. If my game had any slowdown, I would really appreciate it if it had it here, but sadly, no. My finger was kind of slipping on the button, so I'm glad I actually got it. Okay. Here we go. Is that a fuse on your head? Oh, what? Okay, you get the point of it. I'm not really going to be able to beat this one. I'm just terrible at these kind of games. I don't have the best split-second timing in the world. So, that was that minigame. Once again, that doesn't really count towards 100%. So, we're fine on that. So that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Next time, let's play Kirby Superstar. I'll go ahead and take on Spring Breeze, and someone special is gonna join me on that one. Someone close to me. So with that, I'll see you guys, someone else, next time.